Hello, everybody. Good evening. Rose here. Today I'm reacting to Foodie Beauty's live stream called Livestream Day 4 FFG, a real life stalker horror story. So, this was a live stream that Chantal just completed, and it sounds like she's still angry at French Fry Girl for a variety of reasons. And thankfully enough, this live stream was not her usual 4 or 6 hours. It's only for an hour and 21 minutes. So I should be able to capture most of it. So let me just go ahead and share the screen so you guys can see what I see. One moment, please. And there she is. There's our lady of the hour, Chantal. So still raging about French Fry Girl. Are you, Chantal? Kind of sounds like it. Uh, of course, I'm sure that she's angry at Frenchie, but I also think that Chantal is manufacturing a lot more rage than what she's feeling for the sake of the camera and getting extra views. I mean, she is moving in about a month, so she needs all the money she can gather up for the move. So let's just pour on the extra rage while we can, right, Foodie? So let's get to with this reaction video.
Would like to smoke this and do a reaction to somebody. Maybe a lot of you don't even know who she is. I doubt it. Because, how can you know who she is without knowing me? It's literally in fucking possible. And, so I'll explain the thumbnail. So I was sent a bunch of information about FFG, and no, I don't plan on doxing her or anything like that.
Yeah, this super chat right here from Accountable Beauty saying story time on why you left so abruptly last night. Yeah, so Chantal did her live stream last night and she's like, she just left. She got a text or a phone call and then she had to go. Who was on the phone, Foodie? Who was on the phone and why'd you have to go like that? You could even say goodbye. I'll give you guys three guesses who it might have been. You only need one. You don't even need the other two.
Why I left so abrupt last night?
Yeah, why?
Shit, when did I last bees last night?
She's acting stupid right now. You know who is on the phone.
I don't even remember. I got on a really long phone call, Accountable Beauty. Benevolent Peace. So, I'm not victim shaming her. The only reason I ever agreed to, as you know, when I started, so a bit of a brief history, I haven't actually sat and watched a whole live stream of hers. So I think maybe we should do that. Maybe we should just have a look and see, she was talking shit about my aunt is such a problem. So I want to know what she has to say, even though I've asked her. This is why she's a fucking biatch. Because I've asked her not to talk about, I've asked everyone, and I shouldn't even have to ask that. Don't talk shit about my family.
You know, normally I would say family is off limits. But you've talked about your family, Chantal. You've said their names. And let's talk about the stream you did with your aunt, the shopping live stream where she was right there. She was talking. She was on camera. I said this in another react. I'll say it again. Your family, especially, they know the heat and the hate that you get. So if they don't want the hate and they don't want the heat, don't come on camera with you. She was on camera with you. By being on camera, she was inviting people to talk about her, say things. I mean, she was making conversation with you. She was part of your live stream. She was part of your content. And when somebody comes on camera with you as part of your content, as part of your live stream, people are going to talk about it. Whether it's positive or negative, people are going to talk. I honestly think that you did the stream with your aunt because you will use anything for content and you're looking for different content. Like I said, you could have had a really nice day with your aunt, shopping and whatnot, away from the camera, and had a wonderful time. And none of us would have known. Nobody else had to be involved. Just you and your aunts having a girls' day and talking. But you involve the audience. So when you involve an audience and when you turn what should be personal time into a spectacle, when you invite people to look and be part of it, then that means you're also inviting their thoughts, feelings, and opinions. That's just how I feel.
Or I will come and kick your ass myself.
Sure you will.
Yes, that's a threat. No, I'm just kidding. I won't. Hi, Legend. Been beezing for over a year now. Keep doing you. FFG is your biggest fan, obsessor. She's in awe of you, really. Jack, thank you, member, for 13 months. You were always so positive, and I freaking love you. Ready, set, reviews, Jack. Anyway, so here's the thing. I was nice to her. Like, I seen a comment, I must have missed it. She's all dumbfounded that I'm acting this way now. Like, you said you were at the show and you said this is just business and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because at the show, you were showing me that you were being a good sport. Like, you literally, like, had I known you were going to be a bully like that, like, this is not just about me and you. This is not just YouTube shit. This is somebody's business, livelihood. This is something that other people were not taking, like the message. You ridiculed somebody's important message, something that they worked hard on to bring to the world, like that lady's fucking book and everything. You totally just bastardized it. Or what?
You know, I am not against someone being a fashion designer, or if they're trying to put out a message of body positivity. But the person running the venue or the designer, they have to be at fault a little bit, because people warn them of the hate and the heat that you bring with you. I'm sure they were told, look, there's going to be some bad press for you. And they said they didn't mind, they didn't care. I'm sure they care now, but they were warned. And honestly, Chantal, for decency's sake, you shouldn't have done the show at all. But for the sake of the fashion designer and their brand, for the other models involved, you shouldn't have done it. But you did it for you. You didn't care about the other people involved. As far as you were concerned, it was your show. And you were going to take from it whatever it is you could. And who cares what happens to the designer? Who cares about the other models? It was your moment in the spotlight, and that's all you wanted.
Whatever you call it. So, I mean, you know, so the thing is, somebody sent me that picture. It's a picture of her ex, apparently, who is freaking. Anyways, looks are not important, right? It's just that I'm bringing that up because she has the nerve to make fun of everyone else's looks. Like, so for me, I brought up her ex and saying, look, FFG, I'm going to tell you, I think you need to hear this. Your ex is not Natter, okay? He's not Natter. Get the fuck off of the subject. Like, remove yourself from the subject. Like, so honestly, it's just so stupid. Like, she's projecting. She's clearly projecting her past relationship issues, because the only reason I agreed to ever.
Okay, so this comment by Accountable Beauty saying, not defending her, but Phyllis made some questionable comments about Jamaican. Yeah, I heard about that. That your aunt made some questionable comments about people who are Jamaican. And a lot of people are saying, now we know where Chantal gets it. The racist part of her. Now we know where she gets it. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. You know? Some of your family have the same questionable behavior as you.
Or even take a phone call from her and talk to her. When she started talking about me, people were like, talk to FFG, talk to FFG. Oh, goodbye. I'm not going to block anybody right now. Talk to FFG, talk to FFG. She's warning you about Natter, as if I need like her as a savior. You were all telling me about it. That wasn't the problem, because at the same time she was warning me about Natter, she was also fucking shaming me and ridiculing me and him. You know? So I'm sorry, but you went through something worse. So why are you here shaming me in my situation. Like, really, it's like,
Are you stupid? Maybe because she went through something worse than what you allegedly had it. She was trying to warn you so that you would not be in that worse situation, you twit. Did it ever occur to you? Never mind if you don't like Frenchie. You don't like her voice. You don't like her personality. Let's put that aside for a second. One person who's been through very severe DV, looking at you, a woman claiming to go through DV, knowing how awful it can get, how dangerous it can be, not wanting you to go through that, to let it reach that level. So they warned you. And what did? You threw it back in their face, their gesture of goodwill and kindness back in their face. One person has been through severe DV saying, you need to get away from him because it can get that bad very, very quickly. And what are you going to do if it does get that bad? If you find yourself in that situation, it might be too late. That's why she reached out to you, to try to open your eyes and make you understand that you were playing with fire and that the abuse can get much worse really quickly and you could end up losing your life. Somebody cared enough to want to not that to happen to you. And how did you repay that kindness? By throwing it back in their face, ridiculing it, mocking it, like you're doing right now.
it's so stupid and hypocritical. It just makes no fucking mature sense whatsoever. So that's my problem with her right from the get-go. She's inserted herself, come on board as this fucking know-it-all about abusive relationships, yet she's the biggest victim shamer on the platform at the time, making me just feel like worse shit every time I see her fucking talking about it, making up shit, making me feel guilty for going back to him. Like, people don't need to feel ashamed for how they're feeling. Like, you're not doing anything productive with your content. You're being more detrimental than anything, in my opinion, as you always like to say. So we're going to react to this video of you attacking my fucking aunt again, who's nothing but a loving, supportive person in my life. And we're going to see what you have to say, and I'm going to call you out on your bullshit. That's it. You are super cute today. Sucks you have to even talk about this stuff. I don't know how you can put up with all this bullying. Big hugs, love. Thank you, Tiffany. Ready, set, repeat. Oh my god, the fuck is that? Side boob. Yeah, science. Member for 4 months. Do you prefer yourself with dark or blonde hair? Sorry if it's a relevant question. Thank you.
There's something that I saw on Twitter, and I took a screenshot of the screenshot. So I saw a screenshot of a super chat that Missy Moo, one of her VIBs, sent her saying that she would pay for a lawyer for Chantal. Hey, Missy Moo, a little something you should know. Chantal has enough money to pay for a lawyer if she wants to. Isn't it sad that you're a VIB and you're offering to pay for her lawyer when she's got 10 times the money that you do and she could easily pay for her own lawyer? Nobody should be paying anything for Chantal, especially a lawyer. If she cares enough, she'll pay for one herself. She's got the money. If she wants to go to court with anybody, she's got the money. Why are people who are her VIBs offering up their money to pay for something that concerns Chantal when she makes plenty of money to do anything she wants? Madness.
And yeah, science. Ready, set, repeat. You must have changed your name. Sofa. Hi, Sofa. Put some black lipstick on. Do you guys want to try that? I don't have black lipstick, but maybe I could put some, like, you're right, I would look like Bride of Chucky. And plus I have the black earrings to match too. Anyway, okay, so this is the thing. I'm fake. I talk so much shit about the fashion show. You were nice, but the minute you got home, you talk shit. Yeah, because she was nice. What this is the thing. This is why it's frustrating reacting to the reactions. because the people who watch the reactions don't understand basic logic. She was nice to me at the show. So yeah, she was fake. Because what she did after, my behavior was always consistent. I had a reason to change my behavior. Did she? Other than being a piece of crap bully? No. So yeah, of course I changed my fucking feelings towards her. 1 minute she's nice to me, the next she's trying to ruin a small business that I was asked to fucking help promote. So yeah, I'm going to feel a certain kind of way about that, dummy. I'm here to approve all the nasty FFG comments. Thank you, Sofa. I knew you're smart. You knew I would need help with that, didn't you? Okay, so anyway, I'm going to try not to call people dumb and everything, because here's the thing. That gets us nowhere either, right? So, hey, Benedict, Canadian. Hi, chaperone. Anyway.
Purple Pickle says she's not a bully. She calls you out on your crap and you can't handle it. I think that's the main reason why Chantal hates the reaction channels. Because in life, there has to be a balance with everything. If you got someone like Chantal who's on YouTube spreading lies, misinformation, false narrative, putting on this act on YouTube, breaking terms of service, exploiting subjects that really shouldn't be exploited, exploiting her own ED, exploiting drugs, doing self-harm content on camera and expecting to get paid for it, there has to be the counterbalance. And the counterbalance is the reaction channels. You know, she gets on her channel and she just basically just lies to everybody. There has to be the reaction channels that we're just looking for the truth. And if she does something bad, we're going to record it and put it out there forever in front of everyone. I'm sure she wishes that there were no reaction channels, that she can do whatever she wants. And if she feels like dirty deleting, then she can just hide the evidence and not get in trouble. She hates that for the first time in her life. There's something calling her on her bullshit and holding her accountable. Maybe for the first time in her life, there is something holding her accountable, and she hates it with a passion.
Anyway, this is the last I'm talking about the situation. I just want nothing to do with the whole situation. Like, I want nothing to do with anybody involved in it. I just want, everything has just left such a bad taste in my mouth. I just want nothing to fucking do with it. Anything. So I'm done with everything. Like Montreal, anything. And anything to do with FFG from now on.
You know, maybe that bad taste in your mouth, that's because of the paneer you've kept in your closet for like 4 days. Has nothing to do with FFG.
I'm going to be not ranting about it. I'll be doing it, doing the actions. So, which I'm still doing. But, all right. So, yeah. So this thumbnail is apparently of her boyfriend. So the only reason I ever agreed to take a phone call from her to listen to what she has to say, because she was trying so hard to get my attention, to talk to me. So she was like talking about. Come on. You want out? Do you want out or not? Here. Go. Come on. I find the cats, they don't like when the door's closed, but they don't want to get out. I know you want to go. You have to go to the bathroom. Go. Yes. Not a victim for DV, and she's a fucking shamer, fat shamer, piece of crap. No. I didn't go to Farm Boy, but I ordered more Indian food. And
so I'm curious about something, Chantal. Help me here. So the other day you said you only had 80 bucks in your pocket. And then you went on the shopping bees with your aunt, and then you ordered a bunch of takeout. So how could you afford all of that on 80 bucks? Did you have feeders in your audience send you money through PayPal to pay for the food, to pay for the shopping bees? Did you lie about how much money you had? Because how in the world did you manage to buy so much takeout and go to get your Lush haul all on 80 bucks? I mean, in the past, you've had feeders pay for meals. So did they pay for your meals the other night? Are you lying to people and saying you only have $80 when you don't, just to get people to buy you free food? Is that it?
It's just the point. Like, she's making up dumb lies, Accountable Beauty. And the reason that's relevant is because those people with that same energy have the nerve to come over here and not support me and support her because they think I'm a liar, when in actuality, she's the one who's lying. So again,
Yeah, so let's talk about that word she just used, support. This is Chantal pissed off because she's on her channel and she doesn't get a ton of super chats anymore. She'll get people signing up as members, but she doesn't get a ton of super chats. She used to get a whole bunch. Now she hardly gets any. This is her being salty as fuck over the fact that she goes over to the reaction channels and she spies on their chats and she sees people like FFG, people like Gary Unfiltered, that, they'll get tons of super chats and membership signups, and she's not making that kind of money anymore. So she's just mad about that. So when she says they support her, that's what she means. She's talking about the money. She doesn't care about the number of people in the chats and the engagement and people just talking to the reactors. She cares about the money that the reaction channels are making, that she's not making any longer. But it's her own fault because she doesn't really do anything to get people engaged and to inspire them to just throw the super chats out there. You got to do more than just turn your camera on and eat a meal, Chantal. People have been begging you for different content, something different, something great. You could do great, but you don't want to do great because that would require work. You want to just sit in your mediocre corner and just let be whatever it is. Let's just turn on the camera, eat a meal, and make whatever I can in Google AdSense money and get a few membership signups, and that's enough for me. Well, if that's enough for you, that's fine, but don't bitch about the reaction channels making more than you because they put more work in.
again, I'm sorry that I have to explain this to people who don't grasp it. But that's what's annoying. I don't like having to explain myself to dumb people. I don't. And unfortunately, yeah. What was true? No, I didn't. Maybe at the time, and then whenever I was with Natter more and hearing all his story and seeing all the court papers and helping him with his probation officer and everything else and seeing all the details, she's full of shit. She's a frigging pathological liar, and it's really freaking weird that people don't see it. Or they don't care. Like, they just, for entertainment, you just don't care. You just want to believe whatever because you're bored. Well, that's a different story than just admit that, and I won't have to even say anything. I'll just ignore you people. So she goes over the top because she's making bank. Well, she's going to need that bank. Trust me. Foodie poopy duty. All right, so let's listen to this reaction, what she has to say about my family. Which, number one, why is it appropriate for her to even make a whole video about my family attacking?
Well, she was reacting to the live stream that you did, where the aunt was present and the aunt was talking and the aunt was on camera. Your aunt, she made the decision to come on camera with you, knowing what audience you have, knowing about the reaction channels. I'm sure your family is well aware of all of that. She made that decision. She stepped into the arena with you. And when somebody does that, that means they're opening up the floor to anyone who wants to say things about them. Now, if she had been off camera somewhere and did not want to be seen and did not want to be heard, that would be different. But she stepped into the arena with you. She did a stream with you. So there you go. What gives someone the right to talk about my family member? Answer: when they come on camera with you, when they are on YouTube with you as part of your content. That's why. That's why it's appropriate.
My family. If that was me making a video about anyone remotely even fucking related to that bitch, it would be a big hell freezing over. So you're not going to talk shit about my fam. I want to see what the big deal is here before I strike it. Maybe I won't. Well, yeah, I know you think it's ironic and funny that you look like a fucking Renaissance baby, but it's not.
And you look like a big thumb. Next.
I love how she puts her watermark. I love how she puts her watermark on my video. Are you fucking, you have some fucking fupa balls. I'm going to give her that. You have some balls putting your ugly ass watermark on my live stream video that you stole from me.
She took your content. She reacted to it. You can do that. It's called transformative. It's called fair use. She took your product. She changed it, added her watermark, transformative. What's wrong with that?
The hell is wrong with people? Oh. Mary Cab or whatever said you look like a man, and I want to know how that isn't transphobic, but when you said Dee Dee looks like a man, it's transphobic. This is what I've been screaming for the dawn of time since I've been a YouTuber. They're all hypocrites, and you're all dumb for following them, period. There's no other way to say it.
So anyone who follows the reaction channels is dumb. So what can we say about your audience? What can we say about your VIPs? They are people that are in your chat who paid $5 to be part of your chat, and they pay their $5 to be part of your chat and to have you rage at them half the time. And the other half, you're greened out and you're doing self-harm content. And because they're given the $5, they are enablers. Because anyone who gives money to an addict, watching them partake of their addictions, and they openly fund that person, they are at that point an enabler. It doesn't matter if you like an addict. It doesn't matter if you like their personality or the way they dress or the way they do their hair or the things they say. They are still an addict. And whatever the addictions are dangerous, and nobody should be funding that shit. People watching your content, they see you do self-harm content. You have an eating problem, and you get on camera eating thousands of calories a day and gaining more and more weight and complaining about your health problems, the shortness of breath, and you can't move very much, blah, blah, blah. You're hurting yourself, Chantal, with drugs, with food, and people are funding that. Anybody who's a member, sorry, you may not like to hear it, but you are a fucking enabler. You're enabling an addict. You are. And if you went on the street and saw someone doing any kind of drug, would you give money to that person just because you liked them? No. Because you know that they're going to use the money for. Then why do it with Chantal? She's using the money she gets from YouTube to hurt herself, not help herself. So if people that go to the reaction channels are dumb, what can we say about your audience? They're an audience of enablers, enabling an addict with their addictions to continue the addictions to further the self-harm. So which is worse? Someone who goes to a reaction channel and watches a video with a reactor, or someone as part of somebody's audience that they're enabling an addict?
Like really, they're all hypocritical. That's the explanation there. KB, member for 9 months. What kills me is when she brings up your mom and how she raised you. Like, dude, you don't have to go there, given she has not raised kids herself. Thank you, KB. Ready, set, babies. And I get chastised for making those comments too, right? And not just that, but I don't make videos about people's family members. And like, it's so stupid. Like, exactly, leave my fucking family out of it. How my mom raised me? You think you're any better? Do you think, look at what she's doing for a living, and she thinks she's a moral compass and like a well-to-do person? Are you kidding? You're such a bigger mess than me, and it's so obvious your whole channel is just projecting at this point. I had a theory. No one cares. Wait, she has a theory. Does anyone else smell burnt rubber? I do. Let's smell this. Let's hear this theory. Oh God, the world needs such transformative content. Let's hear it. It fucking worked.
You know, Chantal, maybe there's a lesson to be learned in this. That transformative content is much more profitable and much more interesting than stagnant content, which is what you're giving your audience. Stagnant. It's not moving, it's not changing, it's just stagnant, like a puddle of dirty water. And your puddle of dirty water has been going on for 2 years. You don't want to be stagnant anymore. You want to make money. You got to make the water move. You got to make it do something. Anything, just something.
She's my Sam voice personified, which is why I don't know how people can listen to her for more than 2 minutes. Can you guys hear this shit? Well, speaks of my aunt, and then I'm going to go to Montreal right now and kick her ass. I am a good driver. So again, another fucking bullshit lie because I ran over a curb. Really? I have been driving for many, many, many fucking years and do not have a single fucking record. I do not have a single accident. Like being hitting a bumper when you're crying, being abused, that's different. But actually driving and anything else, I'm actually very careful. And my family actually,
ma'am, have a seat. You drive very carefully. Do we have to pull up all those streams where you were doing distracted driving? Do we really have to do that over here? All the streams that you did where you were live streaming and driving, and especially when you were angry. I mean, driving in a highly negative emotional state is always dangerous. But then you've got your live stream beside you. That's distracted driving. How is that careful? That's not careful. That's reckless driving. And thank goodness you didn't hurt anybody on the road. Although there's other live streams where you've ran over curbs numerous times, you've run over small animals. How is any of that careful driving?
She likes when I drive because I'm one of the better drivers. So
You're not.
You can say what you want, but that's the reality, not what you say it is, because you don't live my life. Have another 1,000 cigarettes that you lie to your audience and say you're not smoking. It's clearly visible in your cackle that you're a smoker.
Not Chantal putting down somebody who smokes when she's over here smoking the green. Look, not her putting down somebody smoking anything when at the same moment she's giving the criticism, she's smoking right now. It's all you do all day, Chantal, is edibles and smoke, edibles and smoke, edibles and smoke, edibles and smoke. Not you putting down somebody smoking cigarettes when you're over here smoking the green all day long.
Yeah, my aunt does. Yeah, it's not nice to make fun of somebody or talk about somebody who's not a public figure and who does not want to be on camera or talk.
But she was on camera. And maybe she isn't a public figure, but at that moment when she was on stream, by being on stream, by talking, she was consenting for people to comment about her. So at that moment, she was in the public eye. You brought her on stream. You talked to her on stream. You could have not done that. You could have just spent the day with the ants, had a lovely time, and kept it to yourself. But whenever you turn that camera on, Chantal, whatever you show us, whatever you decide to put on your channel, we're free to talk about it. So suck it up.
Talked about.
So she's doing a reaction to French Fry Girl, and she could have used StreamYard, which is what I'm using right now. She could have used StreamYard, but that would mean she couldn't stream off her phone with a bazillion filters. She tried StreamYard once. She had it on for like, what, a minute and a half, and then she turned it off because The camera on StreamYard does not have filters. She saw herself as she really was. She was horrified. She turned it off. But she's trying to do a reaction to Frenchie, and you can't even hear or see what the heck is going on. You suck at reacting, Chantal. Spend the $25 on StreamYard if you want to be a reactor.
That's not wrong. That's very judgmental. And again, crosses boundaries. Nobody has a right to message my family at all. Period. The fact that you take the time to go look up my family members on social media to harass them is fucked. And you're an idiot if you do that. Ran over her dogs.
You know, as people are saying, you know, reach out to different people to learn how to react. She knows how to do it. She knows how to use StreamYard. She just doesn't want to. She doesn't want to do a proper react. She's reacting to Frenchie. I can barely hear what's being said. I can't see the screen, so this is not a proper reaction.
Thanks, A+. Thanks for the super chat. Yeah. Okay, why not? Yeah, people message her. People message her, which is invasive. So she has no right to say anything about it. People have been messaging her for fucking 3 years now. And she's just saying something about it now. And what she says is not disrespectful or rude. But you're the only one who has a right to open your big cackly witch mouth, right? No fucking. You say fuck every second word. And my aunt will say whatever the fuck she wants. And you don't know me. You think you know me. You're obsessed with me, but you don't know me, honey. All that fucking obsessing you do over me, and in the end, you don't know me. You know what I want you to know. We've seen the family holidays. You've seen what? 3 or
See, a lot of people in our chat are saying, why are we reacting to Frenchie? People can't hear what Frenchie's saying. They can't see her. What is the point of this reacting to her if nobody can hear or see her?
4 vlogs from Thanksgiving. Yeah. Edited videos. So you know my whole family history now. So you know exactly how I was raised.
You suck at reacting, Chantal. Seriously, how long have you been on YouTube? How many videos and live streams have you done? Rule number 1 with reacting. It's best to let the people hear and see what you're reacting to. That's why things like StreamYard and OBS are so great. And OBS is a little bit harder to deal with than StreamYard, but I watched tutorials and figured it out. You're reacting to French Fry Girl's video, and yet nobody can hear and see her. Rule number 2, if you're reacting to somebody, you play the video, you let them talk, and then you stop the video so that you can give your response so people can hear both parties. You're talking over the footage. And maybe you're doing that on purpose because you don't want to get roasted, but still, it's like, if this is a reaction, I give it a 0 out of a possible 10 score. It sucks.
Whatever my problems were, got it. This is why they have these people. Are they the only person? She has no right. Like, what the fuck? My blonde love, we can't wear the frog. We can't hear the frog. Oh, you can't hear her?
No, because you're talking over her, dummy.
Oh, I wonder why.
Stupid.
I thought you guys could hear whenever. Okay, I'll play it on my phone.
No.
Hold on. I'm glad I looked at the chat.
Why are you on your phone? You have a gaming computer. You can use that to do StreamYard or OBS, you dunce. Use that for reacting.
Well, that's stupid.
And the end is a fuck. She's already on one. People messaging her about the.
Here we go.
Oh, whenever, yeah, because people would message you about, yep, everything I was going through.
So this is my aunt.
I'm just going to take this off for a minute. And some people are so judgmental. They're like, your family doesn't even care about you, and they're letting you destroy yourself. And I'm like,
How the hell do you know if your family cares for her?
Yeah, my family
What
really.
do you mean? Of course they care. Yeah, that used to piss me off.
Seriously, like, where do people come off saying that my aunt doesn't care about me?
Oh.
Number one, this cackling. Watch what she said.
Whoa. Hold on. We haven't even left the parking space yet, and the aunt is she's already on one. People.
Again, she's been harassed for 3 years now. And
Can I just say something about Foodie and her family? Chantal is almost 40 years old. She's not a teenager. And Chantal living this life, if you want to call it a life, what can the family do about it? There's nothing they can do. Chantal's got to help herself. The family really can't do much. What could they do? Have her committed? Well, that wouldn't last long. You know, it's out of their hands. Chantal is an adult person. She's got to take control of her life. There's not much the family can really do to help her. She's got to help herself first.
And so this is the only time she says something, and you have a problem with it? Shut your big mouth.
Her about the family not doing anything. The fuck? You don't even fucking know me.
Yeah.
Excuse ma'am. We may not know you, but we know Chantal. We've seen the family on holidays.
What's wrong with my family on holidays? Can anyone tell me what's wrong with my family on holidays? We're having a normal fucking time. You're the only one making any problem for your content.
No, it's not a normal time. A normal time would be you spending time and a day with your aunt, laughing, having a good time, shopping without the live stream on. That would be a normal time between two ladies. You bring an audience into it, that is not normal. You don't need an audience for every single damn thing you do, Chantal. You just don't. You just choose to have the audience there because you're obsessed with making money. You got to have that camera on all the time to get your attention fixed and to make money. Every single thing you do, whether it's cleaning your room or spending time with your aunt or going to spend time with your mom or, you know, washing a pan in the kitchen, you need that camera on. Newsflash, you don't need the camera on all the time. If you turn it off sometimes, you might be able to get some stuff done. Your obsession with attention and money, it's taken over everything and it's ruined everything. You don't have a private life and you need one. We don't need to see everything you do or hear everything you say. Don't be afraid of having a private life. For God's sake, stay away from the camera sometimes.
Addicted to yarn. She needs to back off your family. That's crossing major boundaries. Everyone needs to back the fuck off. Thank you. Addicted to yarn. Ready, set, rebees. Oh my god, look at this hair.
We have every right to kind of judge, in my opinion.
Judge what? Yes, you have a right to judge what? No, you don't have you don't have a right to just judge people for no fucking reason. And anyways, why are you judging?
Why not? You do it all the time. You judge everybody. You judge anyone who's not a VIB enabler. VIPs that get sick of your crap, you judge them. Oh, you're a hater and you're this and this is your name and you dox everyone. Right? That's what you do. You judge people who are not enablers.
Judging people. Like, that's the first fucking rule. Like, a dude, like, oh my god, you need a fucking mirror from Wayfair.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say to her. I don't want to go too far off on the end because she's sort of irrelevant, like, to our story. But
she's so irrelevant that you make your entire live stream tiled and you put her name, which I call her Auntie Rasta. So you put her name, you dox her name in the title just to be an extra asshole. You know what you're.
Accountable Beauty says, how is this Halloween related? I want a refund. Is this what Chantal calls scary? This is her scary content? Maybe that's how it's Halloween related. This is supposed to be, like, Spooktober, October stuff. This is Chantal doing the same Chantal crap, and she wonders why she's not making money. She's just raging as normal. It doesn't matter what month it is, what the holiday is. She's going to do it anyway.
You're doing. You're being dishonest about it, but you know what you're doing is a problematic as Foodie Beauty. So, oh my god, like what? because it's scary and stalkerish. That's Halloween related accountable beauty. It couldn't be a horror movie. That's how. You want a refund, go complain to Google.
Have you watched your niece? Because we do. Maybe
Yeah, it's called a fucking show, right? She does watch me, and they're very proud of me.
No,
Yes.
it's not.
More proud of who would you be more proud of?
You know,
Somebody.
I think you're lying, Chantal. I don't think your family is proud of you. I'm not speaking for your family. I don't know what their true opinions are, but just from a decent, normal person point of view, I don't think any family would be proud of a family member getting on a public forum like YouTube and getting so drunk that they almost projectile vomit all over their monitor and doing finger guns and making fun of a shooting or bragging about being passed around by men or being so greened out that their eyes roll in the back of their head. I don't think anybody would be proud of that. I think they'd be kind of ashamed. You know, that's just from a normal, decent person point of view. That anybody seeing that behavior would be absolutely horrified. Maybe you're telling yourself that they're proud of you, but are they really? Somehow, I don't think so.
Being their authentic self and trying to work through their problems and fucking still living life at the end of the day, or somebody who fat shames and bullies people and steals their content every minute of the day. Excuse me? Is your mom proud? I'd like to ask your mom. I want your mom's information so I can ask her myself, because you're targeting my family. So I'd like to ask your family, if they're watching, FFG's mom, are you proud of your little gremlin, your little friggin' gunt gremlin, for making this content? What, this little shithead watermark on my content? That's what you're proud of. That's what your daughter's accomplished in life. Good job.
It seems like the watermark has become the new relish. Chantal raging over a watermark. Something so tiny and so small at the corner of a video she's just raging about. Relish on a burger? A watermark on my video? Who knew something so small would inspire such rage?
Like the rest of us are. Something tells me you don't watch her enough.
Something that I could just picture as she's talking. Something that I just
So Natter has, where's my thumbnail? Chantal's gonna have, where's my watermark?
talking about like a dummy.
Watch. KD, thank you so much for the super chat, girl.
Thank you very much.
So name of the game. Telling me I don't care about mental health. That's one of the most things I care about in this world.
It's me, yes.
But people have to help them unravel, and people have to change themselves.
Exactly.
You know, and I'm still here to help.
The fact that you message my family, you want another lesson for you? It doesn't matter what, like, your family is not responsible for your actions as an adult. All right. Like,
Always in the background saying, yes.
the fact that anyone messages my family and blames them for things I do today is fucking stupid. 100%.
Right.
And anyway, I'm not even doing things that bad. I got in an abusive relationship, got on some cocaine, and do a few bit of drugs. Big effing deal. Big effing deal. Your behavior is more problematic. As you can see, what you're doing to people, destroying people.
Does your family know that you're a scammer? Do they know about that part, the fact that you scam people out of money? Or you try to at every opportunity? Do they know that you set up different platforms and paywalls and then don't follow through with making content? Do they know about the postcard club? I wonder if they know about that. That the niece and the daughter is a big time scammer and a liar.
Morgan Pendragon, welcome to Very Born Beezers, ready, set, bees. I don't even see the comments. I love you, Sofa, but I still get to keep the money.
Background cheerleader. Background cheerleader was something you do being hopeful, like she'll make a change, okay? Not only was there...
Yeah, you don't give up on your family members. Is that what happened to you? They just dropped you? Is that why you're so angry in life? Because your family gave up on you? My family is there for me no matter what.
You know, I don't know her family. I'm not speaking for her family, but I think it would be a good thing if her family gave her some tough love, if they are giving her financial help and they bail her out of situations that she gets herself in, to stop doing that. Make her grow up. Make her realize she can't run to other people to fix her mistakes and to fix her bad decisions. Let her make bad decisions and bad choices and learn from them. She's almost 40 years old. She needs to learn at some time. You can't help somebody learn if you coddle them and you do too much for them and you reinforce this system of you can make bad choices and you can blow all of your money and be an idiot and you can run to us and we'll fix it. No, let her learn how to fix her own stuff. That would help her learn so much.
No matter what, unconditionally, like my Beezers. The only people who support you, and will read it again, Jack, and I quote, she doesn't have supporters, just other mean girls, bullies, people who revel on name calling and bitchy comments and enjoy humiliating other women, a bunch of tosspots. Well, hello, that's the difference between us and them. They don't even know these words. Anyway.
No change. He descended into fucking crackhead Olympics with a...
No. There was no... See, this is defamation of character, and you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn, bitch. I never did crack. Never. And there's probably drug tests out there that will prove that for the court, and then I will fucking get you. Because people to this day...
You know, okay. Perfect freeze frame. Y'all give me a second. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, Chantal. That face is perfect. Can you please hold still? I'm using my little snip tool. That's a great thumbnail. I gotta get that. There we go. Just hold still, Mama. There you go. Thank you so much. But remarking on your content there. Now, as far as the Crackhead Olympics, that was just a name that was a term that was used because you and Natter, you know, for the longest, you guys were going crazy doing your content. You know, you would do a stream and then he would do a stream and then you would do a stream. I mean, both of you just going back and forth, literally from morning until night. Sometimes until 2 or 3 in the morning. That's where the term Crackhead Olympics came to be born. The fact that you guys were always live streaming, like constantly for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours every day, not resting. That's where that came from. The going back and forth, the fighting back and forth to your monitors, Crackhead Olympics. That's where that came from.
Message me every day, which is mentally taxing, accusing me of being an IV drug user, a meth addict, which...
Chantal, let me remind you, you did a stream where you confessed in the stream, which you then deleted later, that you had a $3,000 cola habit. Now, as far as you using other things, I suspect that maybe during periods where you didn't have a whole lot of money, and cola is very expensive, maybe you use something just as powerful but cheaper. Could be math, could be something else, something to give you energy to do the endless live streams all day. You know, so okay, you didn't do the crank, you did something else. But you know, all the trips to the outhouse, would you care to explain those? Why you're always so giddy to go to an outhouse? You know, everybody figured out it might be a pickup point, and once people started to pick up on the fact that it was a pickup point, you stopped going there because people were figuring out your game.
Which I've only ever tried that once, which I admitted to it, and a crack addict, which I've never done crack in my fucking life. Thank you. So the drug shaming bullshit, shame yourself because you fucking deserve it.
Your abuser who didn't want her for over a year.
Abuser who didn't want her. Nice victim shaming. You don't know what the fuck happened between us. This fucking asshole was promising me the world behind the scenes.
Oh, really? So he was promising you the world, but you were the one paying for the world. So he was promising you things, but he wasn't paying for anything. And you believed him for over a year? Girl, Come on. All the joy, whatever joy there might have been, you paid for all of it. You were over there paying for the expensive hotels and the food and the gifts. He promised you the world. Maybe you promised him the world and you promised to pay for it. Maybe that was the deal. Hey, I'll pay for things. I'll give you money. I'll pay for your phone bill. I'll pay for everything. All you have to do is just fake love me. Isn't that what you said? That's all he had to do is fake love you? That came out of your mouth. All he has to do is fake love me. Well, fake love means he doesn't really love you. And all those streams that I saw with the two of you, he didn't even like you. He wanted nothing to do with you. He was just tolerating you, and barely at that. So a whole year, Chantal, of you paying for his attention. And you got little scraps of it, little bits and pieces, but he never fell in love with you. He never wanted to. He never had feelings for you. And yet you kept pursuing him because you looked at him as a challenge and you were determined to win, and you still are. I think the whole mansion thing, if it's real, this is your last ditch effort. You're going all in, all chips on one number to try to win him back. For him to go from the trap house to the condo to the mansion, you got to offer something big to get his attention. And what could be bigger than a mansion, a 4-bedroom place with a nice big kitchen that he can do his lives in? You're going all out. You're putting yourself out there with rent that you can't even afford. And that's something else. Can we talk about that? You're over there talking about the stress that you're under, your mental health. How is moving into a 4-bedroom place with more expensive rent than the villa, how is that going to help your mental health? If anything, it's going to make you more stressed out. Why would you do that to yourself if you're concerned about your mental health? Why not pick somewhere smaller and cheaper? Why does it have to be a place with rent that's twice the amount of what you're paying? So don't talk to me about stress and I'm so stressed out, my mental health, when you're choosing to go into a place that's more expensive than what you're used to. And we all know you're doing it for Natter. You're hoping to get him over there. You're hoping to get his attention. This is all for him.
Okay, and what, you just are going to act like you know what happened? Okay, that's nice. No proof whatsoever, and people just fly with that. No proof.
I'm gonna kind of step forward and go, hey, this is fucked up. You're gonna have to do something. But you're still just standing there going, yay, Chantal, you can do this, yay.
No, that's not what was happening. Again, don't speak on something you don't know what was happening. My entire conversations with my family are private for a reason. I don't need to explain them to you. That's not what happens. My family shows a lot of concern for me. A lot. And they don't agree with everything I say. And we do have disagreements, all of which I don't have to share with you because you're irrelevant to my life.
If we are irrelevant, if Frenchie is irrelevant, why are you talking about her? If something is irrelevant, that means you don't talk about it. But you've been raging about Frenchie the last few days. So I guess in a way she is relevant to you because you just won't stop talking about her.
That's stupid. That is insane.
It's stupid to have people being positive instead of beating you down. You think people constantly beating you down, like what you're doing, is going to add positivity to someone's life? You think your positive vibes of you're doing wrong is going to help people make a change and build their confidence up? No, dummy. Go read it.
As far as the reaction channels, people that react, we're not reacting to change Chantal. Only Chantal can change Chantal. Chantal knows what she's doing is wrong. She knows. She just doesn't care. The reaction channels, we're just here to react to the content. And for anybody watching Chantal who might be looking at her channel and saying, oh my God, she's on YouTube and she's got 91K subscribers. She's got a big channel. And look at all the membership signups and look at the super chats. Maybe I should have a channel like Chantal. Maybe I should do content like Chantal. The reaction channels are around to show why this kind of content is wrong. that what she's doing is wrong, that nobody should be doing self-harm, toxic content where you get on camera and act the fool and get inebriated in order to make money. This is not the way to make money on YouTube. She's making money, but nobody should repeat what she's doing. Because if they do, there's going to be consequences of all kinds for that. You know, people on YouTube hating you for one. There might be consequences in the personal life for two. I mean, you can't do this kind of stuff on YouTube without there being repercussions for your actions. You know, Chantal, she worked hard to get the reputation that she's got, to be the train wreck. Well, there's consequences for being the train wreck. And she gets angry about the fact that there are consequences and you do have to pay the piper at some time.
Read a fucking self-help book. Rob. Okay, that's nice.
Hey, you know, because I'm organized, I can teach you how to be organized.
So, why? Okay.
Why? So why does she have to pause every little thing that my aunt says? There's something wrong with it. This is the fucking problem here. This is fucking bullying.
No, this is a reaction. You play something, you stop the footage, you make the comments that you're going to make, and then you restart the footage. It's called a reaction, Chantal.
Harassment. Fuck off. You don't know anything. Caddy Wampus, welcome to Rambo's Recipes. Oh, and Reeby's, right? We're okay.
Teach you how to be organized, and then Chantal smiles like she's 10. Okay. Now, if you're organized
And you act and treat people like you're 5.
Waiting to do this, you know.
By the way, Chantal, it's just common knowledge. You can't talk about anyone on YouTube without giving them attention and possibly sending views and subscribers their way. I mean, I would have thought you would have learned that lesson by now, considering the number of times you've gone after different people, and then there's a surge in subscribers and views to that person's channel. So I know you don't like French Fried Girl. You hate her. But every time you talk about her, you're sending her viewers. You are sending her more subscribers. You know, you can't talk about somebody you hate without in an indirect way helping them. You know, just can't do it.
She's like 39 years old. You didn't, you know, maybe
You're still fat shaming and bullying people at your age, honey. That's embarrassing. Me not picking up my fucking St. Hubert's fucking for 2 weeks or whatever. Ooh la la.
maybe want to share that knowledge with her decades ago. You saw the way she's going along and how unorganized she is. Why did it take you till now?
That's okay. Exactly 94 LBs. I've been ignoring her a long time.
You're not ignoring her
So,
now.
yeah. Ready, set, rebees.
Offer this help.
How do you know she's waiting until now to offer help? Again, she's been part of my life my entire life, and you're just now, where are you getting this from? Making it up again as usual for your views? Okay. Again, no proof of anything. I talk to my aunt every fucking day, pretty much.
Is it because you're on camera now? I don't know. There's something weird about this.
Yeah, your shitty interpretation.
Oh, guys, let's see what we got here. Yes, exactly. Let's look at which one that is. Like that. Color Street pedicure glitter. I'm gonna try that. I'll show you that. I'll do it right now. Or then? No, you're not driving. I'll just talk to them a little bit and then we have a new lead. So what?
Yes, she thinks calling it the fatty fashion show is not fat shaming. This is a reaction. I'm reacting to what she's saying. And I'm doing exactly, Emma, what she's doing, dummy. So thanks for your money.
And this attitude, thanks for your money. And this is exactly why you're not making much money. You just take people's money and you think you're entitled to it. And you're a snotty bee with comments like that. Thanks for your money. Anybody who's giving her money, she acts like that to you. By the way, just information. You can get the money back on your membership and super chats. I'm just saying, you can go to Google and they'll help you out if that's what you want to do. If that's what you want to do.
The bee is fucking cute, not gonna lie.
So if you're
What do you
calling this
think
not a reaction, when I'm literally reacting to what she's saying, verbatim, responding to what she's saying, that's literally a reaction. What she's doing is just bullying and picking apart things that aren't there. So again, try again, but you're still dumb.
He's gonna name it Fatty Dussie's Loose Flappy Arby's Infused Moist Juice. Yeah. You know,
This is the intelligence level of all of her audience. Like,
the most disgusting word in the whole name for me? Arby's. Thank you for the super chat.
yeah,
girl.
you look like that word, actually. That's what your face looks like.
Okay, so this is an interesting comment. Alien Tourist says a lot of people watch reaction channels just because they don't have time to watch the lives. So it's a way of catching up. If you edited your lives after, a lot less people would watch them. I've said this before. Chantal, listen, I know that you have all day and all night to do whatever it is you want. But you got to understand something. Anybody who's not you, we've got things to do. We've got to clean our houses. We've got to take care of the kids or our husbands or our lives, and we've life outside the house. You may have 6 to 10 hours every day to do your lives and make your money, but it doesn't mean your audience has that kind of time to watch that amount of footage. You used to do edited videos, and those were super simple to watch and get through, and they were more entertaining. 6 to 10 hours, ain't nobody got that kind of time. Nobody. That's another reason why the reaction channels are so popular, because they take all the footage, they edit it down to where it's doable, and people go and they watch them there. 6 to 10 hours of live streaming a day is entirely too much for the audience. It's too much. How can anybody watch 6 to 10 hours of you every day? It's too much. Scale back. Value quality over quantity. If you did one kick-ass live stream, you will probably make more money off of that to 6 to 10 hours of garbage, and you would have more time to do other things like packing and getting your house straightened up. And something that just came to my mind, something before I forget. So the aunt came to see her and they did a little shopping beats. And isn't it funny that Chantal's room is strangely clean? It was a complete mess before the aunt's visit, but the aunt did a shopping trip with Chantal and suddenly her room is clean. Well, we know Chantal didn't clean it, so who cleaned her room? In the past, Chantal has had her family members clean her house. So did the aunt at least clean her room for her, get everything all straightened up? You have to wonder if that was part of the aunt's visit.
Oh yeah, get order. Get your fans.
That's what evil people look like. Like shit.
Beezer. Oh, that's a good name. Well, it's a beezer. I think it should be a female beezer. Female bee? Because females are goddess. We rule the world. Bee, please get it. I got therapy. I got that massage bar from Lush. It's called therapy.
Get your ugly watermark off my videos.
There's the watermark rage. Relish on a burger? A watermark on my video? The audacity.
Well, whatever fan is telling you that you need therapy, I agree with you.
Charlie Gold's another sad loser.
They all do. I agree.
Still has the nerve with her gappy mouth to talk shit about me. The nerve. Girl, you've been canceled long ago. When did you didn't get the memo or what? No one cares about you.
That's not true. Charlie does very entertaining lives and people have a lot of fun. She doesn't live stream every day, but she doesn't have to. She does her live streams and people have a blast.
Do a weigh-in, finally.
Don't say anything.
Why don't you do no. Why don't you do a weigh-in? A real one. Where you get a scale, you stand on the scale, you point the camera down at the scale number and show us what it says. When is the last time you did that, Chantal? That's not me fat shaming you. I'm just saying it's been a while since we've seen a weigh-in. I'm going to take a guess about what I think your weight is. And again, not fat shaming, just a guess based on past videos and how you looked. and the number of calories you eat per night, which is into the thousands. I'm thinking you're in the 500s right now. And that's the reason why you won't get on a scale, is that you know you're just that heavy. You try to tell everybody you're 350 pounds. Ma'am, there's no way. There's no way, because you were 360 pounds when you were with BB. So are you trying to say to the reactors, to the audience, that you are at a lower weight now than you were when you were with BB? Because I don't believe it. I mean, the evidence of your weight gain is everywhere. When you do the arm wiggle, that skin that used to hang real loose off of your arm, it's all the way filled out. You have to buy bigger and bigger clothes that after a while you can't wear them anymore. You're gaining a lot of weight, Chantal. You're 5 feet tall. I'm 5'4". You're in the 500s easily. You can't sit there and eat 3,000 to 5,000 calories a day and not gain weight, ma'am. Just not possible. And I'm going to add this too. I went through menopause ages ago. I went through it early when I was in my mid-30s. That's something that if you go through menopause, which Chantal has because she had a hysterectomy, that can be problematic with losing weight. You know, the older you get, the harder it is to maintain your weight and to keep the weight off. It just happens with some people. So there's that too. You had a hysterectomy, you immediately went into menopause, you should be taking hormones. You've got an eating problem, you binge eat on camera. How in the world are you losing weight? How are you maintaining your weight? You're not, you're gaining.
I know.
Did you hear them giggle in unison? They both have the exact same giggle.
That's true.
Well, the aunt just knows everything, does she? I keep telling her about DBT.
Okay, this is going to be so long and stupid. Like, she's really, what I gather from this is she's extremely involved in my life, like to an uncomfortable degree. Thank you very much. You don't need to be, and again, watching my entire stream. So I'm going to be, anyway, I got an email. You have to see this. Gold star. Welcome to Very Important Pieces. Already set. So, she will be paying legally for everything. Don't worry. Like I said, I'm stubborn. You know me. When I don't follow through with a lot of shit, but when I need to prove a point, I do. Or when I'm.
At what point are you going to prove? Do you have the money for a lawyer? And what would be your case? Oh, she was on YouTube and she insulted me. Defamation. I never. What are you going to prove? You would never win, Chantal. This is all just talk. You would never win in a court of law. Never.
Forced to?
And honestly, you got to move right now. You got to worry about rent that's almost double than what you pay now. Girl, you don't have the money for all this. Just sit back and smoke your green and calm down.
I do. So FFG's Kiwi Farms thread, but which is not up anymore. And I know Kiwi Farms does some pretty shitty things, but in this case, I'm thankful for the fucking information. So, all right. Do you guys want me to just read this? All right. It's just a little bit of stuff.
Oh, so she's going to Kiwi Farms trying to roast Frenchie. Is this the post they made about evictions and back rent? It's not the dig that you think it is, Chantal, because I'm sure because of the pandemic, a lot of people went through evictions. A lot of people fall behind in their rent. It just happens. You know, sometimes things just happen in life and life gets on top of you and you can't recover in time to turn things around. So if that's what you're going to read, sorry, it's not the dig or the insult that you think it is. Everybody has financial problems at some point. Obviously, you did, taking out the payday loans and going to your family for money. And remember that little live stream that you did, that little community post where you were asking people for money to send money through PayPal because of the big storm in your area? And you could have easily sat your butt home with your cats, with Pete's, and been completely fine. But you were saying, oh, Pete's and I need to go to a hotel with the cats. and you really didn't have to go. You were completely fine where you were. Remember that? Yeah, you were going through some financial hardship, and let's go after somebody else for theirs.
Release the food bun. You have no hair? Oh, there was a really good name for her on here that I liked. What is this shit? What? I didn't even read this, so I don't even know what it's about. If it's really stupid and irrelevant. Hearing.
So Chantal, she talked badly about Kiwi Farms, but yet when she wants to dig at somebody, she will praise Kiwi Farms. Same thing with the reaction channels. She's going out to the reaction channels for talking about her and Natter, but yet when she was mad at Natter, she's like, oh, I'm so thankful the reaction channels are around. It's all about what suits her purpose and her mood at the time.
Fried fat cunt. Or fat fried cunt. My thread? Oh, my thread has way. Are you kidding? My thread is like the biggest one on there. Fuck. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, her thread on Kiwi Farms is like 6,000 plus pages long, almost 7,000. It's enormous.
Anyway, I don't care now. But anyway, I don't care about that stuff. Like, I just can't be bothered with people's histories and lives because we all have a past. So the fact that people rub people's past in other people's face is just so stupid. So I just don't even hop on that train, man. It's just whatever. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's good to have information on someone who's harassing you just in case you need it, I guess. But
so the information on Kiwi Farms, how would that suit your purpose? Learning about evictions and back rent, how would that suit your purpose? You're going to bring that up in court? Oh, Your Honor, she has an eviction on her record, or she had back rent that she couldn't pay. How does that matter? It doesn't matter.
exactly, my feelings is just bullshit too. You got a blonde wig, alien tourist? Cool. Hi, Billy Rot. This is new paneer here. Actually, today I got the gulam things. I got or gulab things. I got the paneer. I got basmati rice, butter chicken. Yeah. Oh, what happened to White Night, Joni? I didn't see it. Can you move on obsessing over yourself instead of obsessing over myself instead of obsessing over men? I don't obsess over men. I'm interested in like having a love life. Is that okay with anybody? But I'm not ready for one, I guess, is everyone's point. I get that. Hi, who's next? The gray wig. Thank you.
Is she done raging? Looks like she is. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and end it here. We got the interesting stuff. Let's move on. Oh, wait. Oh, look. She turned off her comments. She turned off her comments. Of course she does, because she knows people are going to be mad at her. And she just, you're not going to say anything I want to hear, so I'm just turning off the comments. That's okay. That's okay. My React video is over an hour long. We're good. So sorry guys, no reading of the comments and reacting to them, not today because Chantal has the comments off, but I hope you guys enjoyed this React video regardless. And if you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment yourself. And thank you so much for being here. Y'all take care and have a good one. Bye now.